Ice is ready, and we are back with another episode of the Empty Netters podcast, brought to you by the cool, crisp, refreshing taste of LABATT Blue Light. Panthers are up 2-0 in the series.
And it was a PIMS party tonight, Dan.
It sure was.
A PIM particle. The PIM particles were flying around, dude.
We got an Ant-Man movie?
We had an Ant-Man reference at the top of the episode. You know we're firing. It was a PIM particle party tonight.
Come on, dude. Not Ant-Man and the Wasp, more like Ant-Man and the Rats.
PIMS galore. I thought the world was out of PIM particles. Turns out there were 45 in Edmonton.
Yeah, there's a lot.
45.
Is that exactly how many there were?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That includes the ejection, but which was deserved. Deleted.
Yeah, that was a penalty potty. A lot of people getting tossed in the sin bin. Some of them warranted, some of them not.
We texted Rooney after. We said, busy man tonight, sir.
Earned the paycheck.
Busy man tonight.
You love to see it. I mean, listen, I didn't like some of the calls. I did like some of the calls. First out the gate,
let's start with some penalties. Let's get right into some penalties.
The gate, what were the first two on? I think there was one on Ekholm and then one on Bennett.
Bennett and Tkachuk. The two Florida ones that you're talking about. I think Florida had a peeps first.
Yes, I think that's right.
But these are the two that I had issue with.
They were a little soft. But I'm going to be honest. Here's how I feel. Obviously, this didn't really work because there were penalties everywhere.
Yep.
I either think you swallow the whistle and we're just letting the boys play.
But you haven't liked that during play. Remember, you were like, we got to get control of this. We're unhinged here.
You going to let me finish?
No. Try talking again.
If you interrupt me, I swear to God.
I will walk out of this room right now.
Done. You'll have to do a solo show.
Please.
I've been waiting for it. I think either swallow the whistle, let him play, but you're right. I do hate that because when there's a clear-cut penalty, I'm like, you got to call that. The leg check being a great example. Or I don't mind a couple quick ones on both sides, which they did, to be like, hey, keep it fucking clean.
Not tonight.
Yeah, keep it cute, boys.
Not tonight, boys.
Keep it cute out there.
Keep it nice.
I don't want any tomfoolery or ballyhoo. Keep it clean. Sometimes that works. I feel like when there's a couple quick ones, sometimes you like that? You like that ballyhoo?
Dude, it's just like such a good Will Hunting reference. And my dear friend Andrew Chatsky, who I hope is listening to this, will recall the time he tried to quote that in our college dorm and then puked on himself. Ballyhoo.
So sometimes I think it works when a couple quick ones go and the boys go, all right, enough of the jackassery.
Yep.
This didn't work.
Didn't work at all. Backfired.
So
classic backfire.
But there were a couple soft ones there. I thought there was a slash on Bush that I didn't love.
Later. Soft. But dude, I'm talking that first period. The Bennett one where he's kind of coming, or like he's forechecking, and the defenseman tries to like squirt it by the net. I don't forget which one it was.
Yeah.
And then they like clip. Mm-hmm. And they got Bennett on a trip, I think, on that.
Yeah.
Maybe an interference, but I think a trip. And then, dude, the second Panthers penalty was on Tkachuk, and it was a hook. And bro, he literally one hand, and you can take a hook one-handed, don't get me wrong. He one hand like waves his stick off the side of whoever that was. Maybe it was McDavid.
Yeah.
And they were like, bang, hooking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, no, that's not even a penalty.
That ain't hooking, dude. Give me a short dress and some high heels, and I'll show you what hooking is.
Dude, that's not even a fucking penalty in a, what is it? Up in Rochester.
Yeah, it looks like you're playing a throwaway game.
That's not even a hook during a throwaway game up in Rochester. Dude.
Nice.
Let alone game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yeah, I'm with you. I didn't love it. But as usual, made no difference.
Yep. Dude, and I was pissed too, man, because there was both were in the first period. Mm-hmm. And I was doing a live. I was doing a LABATT Blue. Our boys at LABATT Blue.
Oh, yeah.
I was doing the LABATT Blue Light live for the first period. Shout out to everyone that joins on that. I love chatting with you guys. And
it really does.
So you were inside because we were hosting actually tonight.
Yeah.
So you were inside. I didn't even get to. Normally, I get to look at you and like, how was that a hook? But like you were doing your thing inside.
Yeah.
I'm doing my thing outside. What was funny though, we had Oilers fans and Panthers fans over tonight, and neither of them were happy with any of the calls.
Yes, but it was a really good and they were getting calls and they were like, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
It was a very peaceful game. There wasn't a lot of infighting going on with the Oilers fans and the Panthers fans, which was nice. And I think it had to do with my cooking.
Yes, you chefed it up.
I sure did. I made a couple of steaks that were just cooked so perfectly.
It was kind of a high-low night. We had wings, fries.
But the wings and fries were from
Blood
no
sauce.
free ads, but shut up, Blood Sauce.
Holy shit, blood
here
sauce.
in LA.
Incredible.
I mean, it's just one of the. I think it's the best barbecue in the city.
It is, and that sauce, dude. Like, I don't even know what that sauce is on the wings.
I didn't have any of the wings.
We had wings, we had fries, we had a Greek salad, we had incredible steaks.
Yes, and dude, I'm telling you, the chimichurri is. Just
Yeah, it changes the game.
It changes the game.
Changes the game.
And I'm doing this homemade chimichurri. I throw a little flair of my own in there.
Yep.
And it's so nice.
Some nice red wine.
And when you're doing Cayman, you just cut the steaks up. We had some fillets, we had some ribeyes, and when you just cut them up and then you just grab it and you dip it into the chimichurri.
Like a caveman.
It's a little bit of class, a little bit of ass.
Yep.
I'm eating with my hands, but I'm also eating fine steaks with fine sauces.
And one of our friends, it was actually interesting because the Oilers fan
Yes.
isn't really an Oilers fan. She's in fact a Leafs fan.
Yes. So our friend Liv has a little connection.
Yeah, this was cool.
With the Oilers, she is styling Connor McDavid. I mean, well, his wedding, but
Yeah,
his
him and Lauren.
fiancée,
Yeah, he's styling Lauren.
Has brought in Liv to work with them, and she's styling Lauren and helping out with the wedding in a big way.
Yeah.
So she feels emotionally invested into the Oilers, and she was pulling for him hard.
And sometimes she's pulling for him so hard that sometimes when I was on the Panthers tonight financially, and when I get going and I get a goal and I'm going around the room catching daps.
Yeah, Liv was like, no, get the
I
fuck
throw
away.
one to Liv, and she's like, "Get fucked, dude! Get away from me!" And
Spit in your face.
Yeah, dude, she's like, "That's my wedding, dude.
Spit in your face and
I'm a
stomp on
styling.
your foot.
That's my job. That's my livelihood, dude."
Yeah.
What if Connor gets so pissed when they get swept, he calls off the wedding?
Don't even start that rumor.
I'm just saying, I didn't hear it.
You utter that phrase.
I didn't hear it.
You utter that phrase, and then we wake up on Wednesday morning, and there's a tabloid in an Edmonton paper that says Connor McDavid considering calling off his wedding if they don't win the cup.
Per wedding stylist. Per wedding stylist, unnamed wedding stylist, Connor McDavid calling off wedding if swept. Liv calls me, kills me,
Spits in your eye again.
spits my eye again, daps, kills me, daps up my dead body before she pushes it off a boat.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Jesus Christ.
you.
This is dark. We got a crime.
She
movie.
ties me to a Stanley Cup replica, sinks me down, puts a Stanley Cup replica in the
That
trash
is cool.
bag, sinks me.
That would be a cruel crime of passion.
Yeah. Liv, don't
Is-
fucking do that.
Yeah, please don't. Not even. I know you said replica, but I was like, if that was the real Stanley Cup, we'd have.
There's
an
the
even
real
bigger
crime.
option.
There's the real crime, more than my death.
Absolutely.
But anyway, I didn't even get to yell with you in the first period because we were all doing that. So in the second period, and dude, the fucking leg check was also the first period.
That was the first period. So
Dude.
yeah, let's break that down.
Fogel. Classic Fogel.
Last round, I did this, and I'm taking all the credit. Last round, we put an end to complaining about referees.
Yep.
We're not doing it anymore, folks.
Yep.
Enough complaining about calls and no calls. Move on. Shut up. We've moved on from that one. It was the right call. 5 minute in a game. Get out of here. You're done. And I will go hard here.
Dude, you go.
Any Oilers fan saying that wasn't a leg check, get your head checked.
Yeah,
You're
get a
an
head
idiot.
check. Get a head check, dude.
It's just such a bad take. It's such a homer take. Don't be one of those people. Leg check is trash bag stuff, dude. You are a garbage pail kid if you throw leg checks, if you defend leg checks. They're so dangerous. They're so shitty. They're so lame. That was a blatant leg check. I'm not saying Vogel did it on purpose, but it was a blatant leg check, and that gets you sent right out of the game.
Dude.
Every time.
And can I go even a little step beyond you? Can you step to here and then I step another half
Yeah,
step?
but keep it cute.
Another half step beyond that. I said the same thing on the live. Everyone was being like, that's like, because some Oilers fans on the live were like, that's 2 minutes, dude. And I was like, you're a fucking psychopath.
You're coming off.
You're a psychopath. But I said the same thing you just said. On the live, I said, I don't think he meant to do it. But here's the tricky part about leg checks. You did mean to do it. I don't think, and then I went, well, he didn't mean to hurt him, but he did mean to go like this.
Yeah,
he actively goes, bang,
And
here's your leg, hanging, nice move, bang, hip opener,
Yeah, get
hip
your point.
opener, hip opener. And then my second thought was, but he didn't mean to hurt him. He meant to do it. He didn't mean to hurt him. And then I was like, well, leg checks only hurt people.
But that's not what it is. I'm on your side. I'm just trying to help you explain
Yeah.
it. It's reactionary. You're trying to stop an attacking play.
Yeah.
You're not.
Trouba.
You're just doing anything.
Trouba's
you
about to
can.
miss the hit, and he just goes
You're
like this.
You gotta get your body out there, but the game moves so fast. You're moving one way, they're moving the other. That leg's dangling. Next thing you know, it's just a clip job of the legs hitting, and that is one of the most dangerous plays in hockey. So Yes, it was an intentional physical action.
Yep.
But I don't think if they could go Spidey sense, time's moving, at 1/4 of the speed. If he goes, I'm going to throw this leg out and it's going to go knee on knee leg check.
He would have pulled it back.
Yes, he's like, well, I'm not trying to do that.
If he's Quicksilver,
Yeah.
he would have reacted and then pulled it back.
And then gone, oh, don't do that.
Okay, second thing on that. Luosterainen missed the entire final last year with like a broken leg or something. I can't remember what it was, but it was a bad injury. When that happened, I was like, you have got to be kidding me.
Awful.
Sick for the kid.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, he's fucking fine when he came back out. But I'm like, that hurts bad.
Yeah.
That hurts real bad. Also, the first overhead view I saw,
Yeah.
where you can't really tell the depth, the height of the knee on knee, and just the weird angle. Dude, it looked like his knee completely collapsed sideways in the first replay I saw, that I was like, oh, dude, there goes fucking college soccer, my guy. There goes all of next year.
Yep.
And then he was like, I'm fine. I thought he was dead. Dude.
There was a couple, dude. It was great to see him come back on the ice, and then Ekblad got his ankle folded in half
Yep.
like a piece of origami and somehow was back on the ice too. So that was also great to see.
And, dude, what a debacle
Melt.
that 5-minute match.
Excuse me. Excuse me, waiter?
Yeah, hold on. Any question about the menu I can help you with?
No, I know exactly what I want.
Let it rip.
I would love a tuna melt on rye, please.
You're coming right up, dude.
That was the Florida Panthers power play.
I said, if God forbid the Oilers kill this whole thing, maybe I said if the Panthers only get one here, you feel good if you're Edmonton. You go,
Agree.
Good job, boys. God forbid the Oilers kill the whole thing and you have a complete momentum swing the other way and you are fucked.
Yeah.
And then, Dan, the Florida Panthers take a penalty of their own and get scored on 4-on-4. It is one of the worst 5-minute major performances I have ever seen in my life.
It was very poopy. Very
Dude.
poopy. You immediately negate it by taking a penalty, then you get tucked on, which doesn't get your guy out of the box, by the way. And
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
just like, oh shit, what the fuck's going on here?
And big shouts to Ekholm, though, dude, for looking off Draisaitl on 2-on-1 and just fucking shooting one. He went like this. He went, you know what? We watched the game one tape. Bob's saving everything. We tried Bob here. We tried Bob here. We tried Bob here. We tried Bob here. We didn't try him right in his own belly button. Look off Draisaitl, belly button shot. Bob, asleep, dude. Bob hasn't had a shot in 10 minutes, Dan. Look at him. I saw him. He had a sleeping cap on. And he was like this.
Did he?
Yeah, and then someone, I don't know who was playing D, they said, Bob,
Wake up!
get up. He wakes up, little rusty, couldn't drop down to the butterfly, trickles in.
Terrible.
That's scouting, dude. That's
Terrible.
how you do that. This episode of the Empty Netters podcast is brought to you by the crisp, refreshing Canadian taste of LABATT Blue Light. This Canadian kindness swirled around every bottle and every can, and then it goes right into your mouth, over the gums, through the lips. Here we go. And listen, it's my favorite light beer running. I'm not kidding you. I need you to try it. Prove me wrong. It's incredible. When I'm watching hockey, boom, there it is for me. When I'm hanging with my friends, boom, there it is for me. The summer months are upon us. The sun is out in California. I hope the sun is out where you are. And I'm telling you, get your favorite cooler, get a couple packs of ice, stock that baby chock-a-block full of LABATT Blue Light, and you will not go wrong. Taking a quick break from the pod to talk to you guys about the number one, numero uno name in hockey, and that is Bauer Hockey. And that is obvious because they have some of the sickest, the illest, the greatest, the dopest training supplies in the game. Go to Bauer.com/training right now and check it out. I'm not kidding. They've got the digital reactor dangler. Okay, I've been bragging about my Toei. Everybody talking to me about my Toei. I don't need the help. You need the help. So get there and start working on that stick handle. Your stick handle with your top hand. Start working on it, okay? They got the reactor slide board. You want to get those power strides, knees up like an oar, like in a cruise ship. Boom, boom. You're humming through the neutral zone when you get the strides going with this thing, okay? And that's just to name two. They are full of incredible training tools no matter what level your game is at. You can be a mite, you can be learning hockey, but you can be a pro. Bauer Hockey Training is where to be. And if you go to the website and make an order and you use promo code EMPTY, that's EMPTY, you get free shipping. I mean, come on. You get free shipping. So go check it out right now.
So that peeper, just a disaster. But here's the thing about that first period.
Yep.
If you're Edmonton, you love everything about that first period because what you're doing is exactly what Florida did to you in game one.
Yeah.
Because shut your mouth. We're in the zip it. Shots 9-4 in that first period in favor of Florida. and somehow you're up 1-0.
Yep.
So you're feeling like, okay, this game, maybe they're not going to follow normal scripts like other hockey games are. This is just a take your chances, pick your battle situation. We said Florida needed to get more shots. They did. I set their over-under on shots in the period at 8.5. Look at me.
Wow.
Vegas over.
Wow.
But you go Edmonton, and Edmonton goes, all right, like this, listen, if that's how we get our win on the road here, amazing.
Yeah.
So you go into that period feeling good. You got, I think, half a power play happened, but you killed off half of it to end the period, I think. And then you come into the second. We're okay. But then these pesky Florida Panthers come back in the second period. Mikkola. Beautiful goal.
Snipe.
Known goal scorer.
Yeah, absolute snipe.
Known goal scorer. Mikkola. That
Dude,
was a nasty play.
he's also massive.
Oh, he's a giant.
I know Cap's tiny, but that was the funniest between period.
Cap
I've
was
ever
literally
seen.
holding her microphone.
Her microphone
over
was
her
above
head.
her head.
Yeah. So funny. So we get into that second period, about halfway through. Brilliant zone entry. Lundell, man. Baby Barkov.
Yep.
This kid is a very, very impressive player. And he comes in, just like gets everything going for these boys, has them buzzing, makes a great play, leads to the Mikkola goal. And man, it was just such a quick release. Nothing Skinner could do.
Yeah, he made a good bid at it, actually.
And for me, going back to the shots, I think it was 13-3, Florida.
In the second?
In the second.
Damn, yeah, okay.
So Edmonton, you're now like, okay, we only have 7 shots on net. It's a tie game now. Once Florida tied it, I mean, first period, Florida outplayed them, in my opinion. Lots of penalties here going back and forth, kind of craziness going on. But good goal by Edmonton. Second period, Florida definitely outplayed them. They tie it up. Going into the third, I was like, you do not feel good right now if you're Edmonton. I was like, you do not feel good at all.
Can I give you a stat?
Please.
And they keep flashing this, so everybody knows this. The Panthers are like -3 in the first period, and then like plus 22 the rest of the game, and it gets better. It's like +5, +15 or something. Like they're the best third period team in the playoffs.
They're closers.
And you're afraid of that.
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone playing them is like, God, we got to be up big going into the third. It feels like the Panthers are 4-1 now, 5-1 when tied after 2 in the playoffs.
And the Edmonton stat, right, is
they were 0-4, now 0-5, and that is actually a dagger stat. If I'm an Oilers fan,
oh yeah, you do not like that.
You're 0-5 when tied.
You do not
like. It's one thing if you're like going down a goal going to the third, you haven't been able to come back yet. Tied going into the third, you are 0-5.
Yeah, no.
Unacceptable, especially against the Panthers close like a freight train, Dan.
I know.
Like a horse as gray as the Nantucket mist, flying up the railing.
Run!
Go to the whip!
Run!
So you cannot be 0-5 against the freight train team.
You can't.
And then be tied, and then being outshot by 1 billion. So that I had the same thought. That Mikkola one went in, and the Oilers don't get really buzzing on anything in the second, and I was like, you're in big trouble here. One bounce goes the other way, you're in big trouble, but whatever. Also in the second, Dan, I think this was the second. I'm pretty sure it was 1-1 at the time. Oilers were on a power play, and the Oilers, I'll say again, I said this in game 1, no goals again, but had pretty good power plays. Sometimes your power play doesn't even get set up. They're in the zone. They're getting shots, yeah.
But they are keeping they're buzzing. I mean, we always talk about the McDavid wheel kick out to the side to Draisaitl, but it's not just McDavid. His movement helps everyone else, but you got to give credit. Like Nuge is moving really well on that peeper. Bush is moving really well on that peeper. They all are a very good cohesive unit, keeping the legs moving. That's so I scream that. I can't stand stagnant power plays.
Yep.
And you can see the cycle. It works so well for them, but you got to give credit where it's due. Florida is forcing them to make perimeter shots.
Yep.
Like they're really not getting a lot of stuff inside to the bumper.
Yep.
They're not getting a lot of these cross crease passes. Like they're shooting through traffic, and it's not working.
Yep.
So yes, they look great, but so does Florida.
And Florida's got sticks and lanes.
Yes.
Dude, Oilers
That's
live
part
off
of you're keeping
that
them
cross
outside.
ice. And dude, every time the Oilers try to hit one of those, it's like a little force, stick and lane. But one of those PKs, I think it was Rodriguez, but there was like a sloppy exchange. It was one of those ones, Skinner, the puck was coming out. The D thought Skinner was going to get it, but didn't get into the trapezoid. So Skinner's like, I can't get there. I think maybe Rodriguez gets in the forecheck, loose puck, bang, slides it out to Bennett, dude. And it looked just like Rodriguez's goal game 1, where it's like bad turnover right out front, and before Skinner can even react, it's bang, top shelf, right? Bennett, it comes to Bennett, dude. And live, it like, he rips it and it just doesn't go in. And I'm like, did you put that over? Like, what happened? And then they show the replay, Dan. Then they show the overhead replay. Dude, that fuck was one of the most savage snap hooks I've ever. I'm not sure that puck ever crossed the goal line, Dan.
He put that in the water hazard off of the third hole fairway from the 6th tee box.
Dude, 4 right, bro. That
Yikes.
was it literally looked like your boy who's been slicing one all day.
Yeah, he overcorrected.
And he goes like this. He overcorks the strong grip.
Twist the wrist.
Dude. And then he's not going to come down on this one. He gets way down here and just fucking snap hook. I've been fucking around with the P28 curve because I think I shoot from the toe a little bit more than even I realized. Yeah. I've been fucking around with the P28 curve and I actually really like it. Anyone that's on the P28, you know what I'm talking about. But if you catch one like kind of on edge like that and you let it get caught in, it's almost like
it's a lacrosse stick.
Yeah, dude.
You get caught in the pocket.
Dude, and you get caught in the pocket and you fucking look out, cook out to my wingers, dude. When I'm coming through the slot with the P28 and the puck gets on edge, that was a hilarious miss. And if it wasn't game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals and you were either down 1 or tied, I can't remember. He comes to the bench there and I'm like,
oh, dude, I'm giving him shit. Yeah, we're tied. And you, like, if you're my liney and we sit down on the bench, I go, got a fucking hold of that one, buddy.
Wait, nice snipe job, my guy.
Yeah, I had a hard time letting go of that one, dude. Wanted to hold his hand a little bit longer.
Cross ice dump from right in front of the crease, dude.
Jesus
fire
Christ.
one into the corner.
But you know Bennett was laughing about that. Unbelievable stuff.
That was fucking incredible, bro.
All right, so we get into the third.
Yep.
And then, like I said, I just feel like you're not feeling good if you're Edmonton. In Florida, you're feeling real good. And then very quick, Erod, dude. What an X factor.
Dang, dude, again.
And what a fucking setup from Evan Bouchard.
Dude, Bouchy, that one, man, because Rodriguez has it, right? And he like, it's either a shot or a pass. But like he kind of like,
around the slot, and it goes right to Bouch.
Yeah.
And Bouch, I'm telling you, this is what happened. I said this to you in the car. That was a mind-body connection thing where the mind made, or the body made a decision that the mind could then not stop.
Yeah.
Like, I think Bouch got that puck on his stick and looked up, saw an outlet pass, or want to just do a, indirect pass off the boards or clear, whatever. But he told his body, I am sliding this puck over here.
Yep.
And then he looked up and saw Rodriguez, and he was like, oh, fuck, wait, don't do that. But his arms were already moving.
Yeah.
Because, like, you can see he's, like, not...
Dude.
There's not a full follow-through, and he doesn't quite try to pull it back, but there's just a hesitation. He's like, oh, wait, oh, no.
Just absolutely snapped, taped.
No! And there's just a tape-to-tape...
Right in the shooting zone,
served on a platter with a silver casing and a linen napkin. And Erod just...
Let me top off your wine, sir.
Yeah. Truly. No hesitation. Erod just goes, thank you very much.
Dude, it's Skinner. I'm like, if I'm Skinner, I'm like, what, dude?
What are you doing?
Fuck you, bro.
Dude, just...
Because then he's also screening him.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
not only does he pass it to him, but he's also screening him.
Just so
Dude,
unfortunate.
you actually described it perfectly because it is one of those ones as a forward where I'll send a cross-ice neutral zone pass on a breakout, and then I see the stepping defenseman, and you're like,
oh, fuck me. Yeah.
But as a guy who's played a lot of D too, to me, it felt like one of these plays where I'll go, the puck, like I'm like, there's a scramble, someone gets a shot and the rebound bounces and it's like pretty chaotic. And I know not up the middle, don't just shoot this up the middle.
Outside.
So I just fire one like towards the outside point.
But you got to give her, dude. You got to put something on
dude,
it. You got to put some Chinese mustard on it.
But you know what I'm saying? I'll go like this.
You can't put a fucking...
on the ice.
A macaron on top. And kiss it goodnight.
Yeah, dude.
As you slide it to Erod's waiting 1T.
Dude, like I will slap one and it goes right to a point guy. Yeah. And I just go, like I'm looking down, I hit it, and I look up and see it's a perfect pass, and I go,
I'm an asshole.
Sorry. Yeah. And like I felt like Bouch was gonna do that. Like he hit it and then he was like, fuck.
It looked like a practice drill. Dude.
And dude, that's just one of those ones where you go, please don't go in.
Yeah. And then he puts a Cheddar Bay biscuit top titty
please.
With cheese on it.
Don't go to bed top bunk on me right now. And then he goes, get fucked.
Yeah. Just a rip.
Oh,
sick.
Dude. Rip. And fucking sick Selly, dude. He was like,
oh, yeah, he was buzzed.
2 goals. Well, that was 2 goals in 2 games so far.
Dude, Erod is doing...
Where is he playing last year?
Colorado.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, I kept thinking Lightning, but that's
he is doing
not the last year, but yeah.
Exactly that type of player when you are this team, when you get him, you go, man, I really hope Erod is just that like
Yep.
fourth, fifth option scorer that gets some clutch tucks for us. And my God, is he doing that? Like, what a player he is being.
Dude, it's
Fantastic.
we always say, bro, it's the Rich Peverly, the Chris Kelly, for the Bruins fans.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like these guys that come in. And Erod's probably, honestly, a little bit more skilled or playing a little bit higher
Yeah.
than those guys were at times. Those guys were mostly our third line.
I mean, like you look at those Tampa teams, like it's the Yanni Gourds.
Yep,
It's,
yep.
it's like it's Ross. It's Ross Colton.
Yep.
Like, you're like, fucking, can you be a huge contributor for
Yep.
me in, clutch moments when no one's looking at you?
Yeah.
And you're like, yes, I can.
Because everyone's counting on somebody else.
Yeah.
And you're the guy. And he's been involved, dude. He's been involved big time.
Yeah, what a player he is.
Absolutely. I guess we can just get to his other goal. There was actually one thing I wanted to tell you about before we got to the other goal. Oh, dude, this was actually a great play. I've been fucking preaching this, dude. I was so happy. Erod scores. It was pretty chaotic. The Oilers actually had a good push right after that.
Oh, yeah.
They were really had a good 3 minutes of like a lot of pressure, shot. Then the Panthers cleared one out, and then it got chipped back, like it got picked off by Edmonton and chipped back towards the Panthers bench, and they were changing, and there was like a million guys on the ice, and our boy Sean McDonough was like, a lot of Panthers on the ice right now, and Verhaeghe got on the ice, saw the puck coming, looked back to see there was a million people on the ice, jumped over it, and then it hit the end boards, and it was still right there, and he actively skated away from it. Because even if you impact that play at all, it's kind of like soccer offside. You don't even have
Just
to
gotta be
touch
like this.
it.
I'm not part of this.
Like everyone thinks if
Can't be a part of the story.
Yeah, dude. Everyone thinks if he touches that, it's too many men. But if he doesn't touch it, he's good. But it's not true. If he it's right there and he kind of sets a screen on an Oiler play, and they're like, dude, you were involved in the play. He literally jumped the puck and skated away, let the Oilers get possession and go into the zone, because it wasn't a dangerous zone entry. It wasn't like a breakaway he just gave up, in which case you'd take the penalty. It was just like, okay, that was a sloppy change, get them back in. And not that the power plays are doing jack shit, but you don't want to give up that. You don't want to take it too many men right after going up 2-1 right there.
Yeah.
So just one of those classic, not on the score sheet at all, but super heads up play.
Heads up.
By
High
Verhaeghe.
IQ.
I was really that got it. That got me going, Dan.
High IQ.
That got me going. I poured another. Actually, I topped off my red after that happened. That's how fired up I was.
It was like it was a well done nod from you.
I was like, this is probably my last glass.
Yeah.
And then he did that, and I was like,
This
boom,
one's for
top
you.
off, and then just quick shadow box.
Erod then finally gets another on the peeper. Not finally for Erod, but finally for the peeper.
Dude.
Sick fucking tip.
Let's talk about the penalty first, though.
Go.
Neon, Draisaitl.
I don't like that nickname. It doesn't make sense.
Leon, ski on, ski out.
Better. Ski on, ski off, I'd prefer though.
Leon, ski on, ski off. G off. G.
Let's do something with ski jump, because he jumped into that hit.
Leon, ski on, ski off.
jump.
Ski jump. Draisaitl.
Better. It's not good. It's not a good nickname.
That might have been great. Let me come back to that.
Think about it more.
Draisaitl.
Yeah, Leon.
Live, what did you think? And then replay, what did you think?
Live, I didn't think much of it. He came in. He gets the arms up a bit, but
And Barkov's rolling around.
Yes. I mean, anytime a guy like Barkov, he's not selling anything. He's not going down there faking an injury. So when he's rolling around, I was like, ooh, what happened here? Live seeing the hit, I was like, he came in a bit hot, but it didn't seem like anything was too high up. I was like, maybe he caught him with a stick in the face or something there. And then on the replay, there's two things.
Yep.
That one is probably an elbow. They called a rough. That one's probably an elbow. But that, for me, is the one that the idiot Rangers fans were trying to claim with the Trouba elbows. They were like, it's his forearm, dude. And I'm like, guys, if you were chicken winged up like this and you catch there, it's still an elbow.
Yep.
You silly geese.
Buffoon.
It is still an elbow.
Yep.
That one for me was just a hockey play. Like he came up like in a hitting mode. Like the arms came up.
Yep.
But he didn't catch him out hanging. It wasn't on the side. Like arms.
They were
came up.
pretty tight. You're right.
Tight,
It was
pretty
pretty tight. Yeah.
So I was like, that's probably an elbow, but it wasn't an egregious elbow. And then they showed the wider shot replay, and I don't know what wires cross in Leon. He leaps into that hit.
Okay.
And this is not like it's the momentum, because people make that argument all the time too. It's like when you hit someone, the bodies colliding is what makes people come up off the ice.
Yep.
That was not this. Like Leon leaned into that hit, and you can see like a step, and like leaps
Boom.
into this hit.
Yep.
And I was like, oh my God. Yeah, that's a penalty.
Dude.
Now, I'm on record. There's a few Panthers fans that I'm dear friends with who were texting me, and then a few people in the DMs that were like, how is that not a suspension? And I was like, that is not.
Oh, dude. No.
It's a charge, it's a rough, it's an elbow, whatever you want to call it. It's 2 minutes. It's an absolute penalty. Right call, not a suspension.
Because I don't even think, go way
honestly,
back,
no.
I don't even think, I'm not suspending Fogel, frankly.
I am every time. I have
One, I know you have no sympathy. I hate, it's a disgusting
game.
play, but yeah.
just a game for
But
me.
for me, it's the ejection. Like,
Yeah,
for me, I go, you're good.
Yeah, me too. I don't think he should be suspended next game.
Oh, okay, that's what I was saying. Yeah, like, I don't even suspend him,
But
so
like
certainly.
the game sussy, I'm like, yes.
Yes.
I got no place
Yep.
for leg checks in my game. No place for it.
So for me, the Draisaitl one live, I was like, this got to be a high stick. The way
Yeah.
Barkov's moving
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
Okay. Then you see the replay, and it's an elbow, but it's a tight elbow.
Yeah.
It's not a loose. It's not a loosey goosey. It's tight, tighten. And Barkov, bang, right on the jaw. Dare I say wear a cage? Dare I say wear a cage? Ken?
Don't.
Dare I say wear a cage?
We got another.
Yeah, Heater.
NHL
fucking
player.
killed me. At least Heater killed me in private instead of publicly. I guess I'm doing it publicly.
Yeah,
now,
Marshy
but
did publicly humiliate you. But here's the thing. You deserve to be humiliated for that.
The day will come, Dan.
Yeah, it sounds good, dude.
The day will come. But anyway, then, and I thought actually, because that's a killer penalty. There was like, 10 minutes left? 1 goal game? Maybe 9 minutes left, something like that. But the point is, it's 2 minutes. Even with the power play being shit,
Yeah.
it's like 2 minutes where you're probably not going to score if you're Edmonton, where you're like, Christ, and now I need this energy kill, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that's a bad call, dude. But then I see the replay, and dude, he launched.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone in Edmonton, it's like, no. I'm like, dude, Leon, ski on, Leon, ski on,
have no more
ski
tries.
off, German, jump man, Draisaitl.
It's still not good.
That was
You're just
sick.
saying words.
That was sick.
No, it was not.
That was a good one.
You're just saying a lot of things in succession, and like they're kind of similar. They're related to a moderate extent.
That last one was good.
Agree to disagree. All right, babes, by now you know we've teamed up with BetMGM for the entire season, and we are in the middle of the Stanley Cup final, so you know there's all the best prop bets, all the best action, and it's time to make some cheddar. If you're not already on BetMGM, download it right now, use the promo code NETTERS, NETTERS, and get on board with all the action. Tonight, Game 2, we had that nice Florida Panthers empty netter prop bet, and we cashed in big time. You can get in on that action with us. And here's the thing that BetMGM is doing. You get up to $1,500 to play around with. You can bet on anything that you can find. And if you lose all of that, you get it all back. It goes right back into your account. So what are you doing? What are you wasting time for? Get in on the fun, get in on the action, and ride some of these unbelievable bets with us, the Empty Netters boys, and let's have a blast with BetMGM. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369 in New York. Call 1-800-327-5050 in Massachusetts. 21 plus only. Please gamble responsibly. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP in Arizona. 1-800-BETS-OFF in Iowa. 1-800-981-0023 in Puerto Rico or visit www.1800gambler.net in West Virginia. First bet offer for new customers only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Bonus bets are non-withdrawable in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel. See BetMGM.com for terms. U.S. promotional offers not available in New York, Nevada, North Carolina, Ontario, or Puerto Rico.
He jump man, dude. He jump man. It's penalty. Panthers get the power play. Had a couple looks on that one, actually. Verhaeghe had one. He missed short side. Had Reiner backdoor for a fucking tap it in.
Yeah.
Didn't pass it to him. And I was like, you're going to rue the day you didn't make that play. Then
One of those two had a near side. Maybe it was Verhaeghe.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that Verhaeghe short
I was
side.
like,
Yep.
Oh my God, yeah.
And then it comes around. Who passed that to Rodriguez? Was that Lundell?
It was yes.
Yeah. Sick look, sick tip.
Yeah.
And dude, that's such a killer. It's one of those ones when you're the Oilers when you see him, he's coming down the slot, his stick's down, dude. And you're like, someone's just got to get a stick on him. Like, he just can't be running that loose, because that came out of nowhere. Not saying that's going to break the power play curse. Not saying it isn't either, though. Sometimes you just got to pop one.
Yeah. it's good to break the dam. I'm here to say, I'm gonna say something bad about defense.
Whoa.
I'm not pleased. If I'm Florida, I'm not pleased at all with the point play on the power play. I don't think
On the power play,
I don't
yeah.
think these guys are moving their feet. I don't think that they're stretching the blue line. I don't think that they're holding some pucks in. I don't know if you mix it up, but like Montour and OEL are on the point together a lot there, and I don't like what I'm seeing from them.
I could use more from OEL, to be honest with
Definitely.
you. Montour's been pretty good. Montour, dude, missed that open net early.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
He's been great, though. I thought OEL had a tough game.
Yep.
And he's been fantastic. I thought he had a tough game. But particularly on the power play, I need more from those guys. But it was great to see them break through. And then, yes, of course, you had the great empty net bet. We eventually got that empty netter after the insanity of pulling the goalie. But let's talk about that.
6 minutes, dude. Because it was 4-on-4 at the time. Because it was like the Kane somebody. Kane got into it with somebody, remember? And they were like unsportsmanlike for Kane grabbing the face mask. Montour, rough.
They both got tossed.
Boom,
yeah,
4-on-4, goalie pull from Nobby.
Yeah, with just under 6 minutes.
Dude.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like it because, and I know that Edmonton has the number one power play in the playoffs coming into the series. Mm-hmm. And I know that Edmonton's power play, no matter what percentage they are working with, is scary as fuck. That is a dangerous weapon. But you haven't been humming in this series yet. But if this is the King series and you're on fucking 80%, yeah, pull the goalie, dude. You're a power play, you're going to score. Yeah, absolutely headshot at the Kings. But hey, dude, play better.
Get easy.
The Panthers haven't given up a power play goal to you yet this series.
Yeah.
So to pull the goalie and to pull the goalie at all there felt crazy to me because I was like, dude, now you just give up an empty netter and it's over. So much time. And then to leave him pulled when they got the power play.
When the clear's on the table.
Because you get a free ice, free clear to pay me. Free clear to pay CP.
Do you think that maybe this take is a little bit emotional?
Do you think that Nobby wants a cut?
Do you want to hear why I passionately disagree with you?
Yeah.
I love that move by Knobloch.
Because you just think the power play's working?
It's not even that. It's, to me, I passionately feel this way. I feel like if Knobloch was hooked up to a lie detector test in that moment, he would go, we're losing this game. Not, I think we're going to lose, like I'm calling it, we're going to lose this game, but he's going, we are losing in this game right now. Not just on the scoreboard.
I was like, yeah, I think everyone knew that.
Everyone would know that. They look at the scoreboard. But he's going, we're getting beat in this game right now.
Yeah.
They were already down 2 goals, not 1 goal. If that was a 1-goal game, you're
Psychoville.
But it was a 2-goal game. Little under 6 minutes left. You've got a lot of ice here, and you with the 4-on-4, and you got a chance to make it 5-on-4. You need something. Like, they weren't knocking on the door on Bob.
Yeah, the only goal they had was...
They had, what we said, 4 shots, 3 shots in first and the second period. And I'm like, you're not peppering this guy. You need something to go here.
I would love to see the shot. I know they had a lot of shots in the third, but I'd love to see how many came in that goalie pull session because I think you're probably right. They didn't have a lot of shots halfway through the third either.
So I like the move because I'm like, you need a miracle here. You need a Hail Mary, and that's a Hail Mary. You need a Hail Mary to get back in that game because you're not even in it right now.
They had so many more high danger chances in game 1 than they did in game 2. Okay, that's actually an interesting take.
So I loved the move. And then when you get the penalty and you still pull him, I hear the like...
He went back out.
Yeah.
And then they took him back.
I know. I hear you're like, that's risky. But I stand by, you're still in Hail Mary mode. You're like, whatever. And it wasn't that long. Like, the guys popped out.
Yeah.
It was like, give it a shot. I liked it.
If it had been 5-on-3 for longer, it was only 5-on-3 for like 8 seconds.
You got to trust, if you've got Edmonton's PP and you got a chance, even for 20 seconds at 5-on-3, take it.
Yeah. Right, and they won it. It was only 8 seconds, but they won the draw, and then they had it 6-on-4 still for like a minute, 50, whatever.
Got to take it. I like it.
Dude, yeah, you're kind of, I see the logic. I see your logic. I think what always happens, here comes the fucking most hardo take of the year, but how often in beer league do we feel like we got the right lineup there and we got a really good 5 on the ice?
You're comparing beer league to game 2 of the Stanley Cup final.
Yeah, as we should. But when I'm saying
the only comparison that we can make.
What do you want me to compare it to?
When I was playing,
and I'm playing
Stanley
2K
Cup game 2, and
So when we have the right 5, present, and I know you agree with me, and we're down a goal and there's 2 minutes left and we call timeout and like, should we pull him? I'm like, no, because this 5 can score on that 5 without giving up a freebie. Like, I know that our 5 is better than them.
But we're losing.
Yes, but that's how I feel in that moment. I'm like, this 5 can fucking hunker down for 2 minutes.
I do not agree with you. You just said I know you.
You've said to my face you agree with this several times.
No way, dude. Like, do I believe that we have the ability to? Sure. But in that moment, I'm like, we are literally losing to this 5.
Yep.
So take every advantage you can get.
Okay. Well, I don't agree. I don't agree with that, but
I don't hate the take,
Yeah.
but I am saying, like, I don't think that that's as cut and dry as you think. Like,
yeah. And my wonder is if you're Connor McDavid and you're like, bro, don't pull the goalie. There's 6 minutes left. If there was 2 minutes left, pull the goalie, 100%. But there's so much time left that I'm like, he's like, I can score, dude.
To
Like,
me, it's the 2 goals.
yep.
And also, in that scenario, if Connor and hey,
Say it. Do it.
we're already in the press here slandering Connor.
Yeah. He's calling off his wedding.
We don't need to do more. So he didn't say this, but if a Connor McDavid type in that scenario were to look at the coach, if I'm Knobloch and he goes, don't pull the goalie, dude, I can score. I'd go like this. Well, you fucking haven't yet, buddy.
Yeah.
And that's why I pulled
But
the
would
goal.
you go? Oh, but you still would. I think I would go.
Because I go, if you could score, we'd be winning.
Yeah. You bitch.
If my grandmother had wheels, she'd be a bike.
Yeah.
Like that, it's one of those situations. I'm like, shut your fucking mouth.
I might let him try.
Yeah, and then I'll be shaking your hand going like this. Ballsy decision to not pull the goalie, you fucking moron.
So early. That's all I'm saying.
You absolute
And by the way,
twat.
right now, if that had happened, and I'm Connor McDavid, I go, great decision, sir, as they ram an empty netter down our throat and ended the game.
But no one is mad at it. Everyone goes like this. Yeah, you had to take a shot.
I had to take a shot. I don't know if I would have taken. No, I wouldn't have taken that shot so early. I wouldn't have done it.
Clearly.
Wouldn't have done it.
And I don't, you know what? I don't hate
But hey, you know what?
God damn it, I respect you.
You know why I'm glad they did it?
Because we got our empty netter.
Hey, let's go, dude.
That feels real nice.
Last thing I want to say, Dan, is if you're the Edmonton Oilers, Whit said this on the pod. We said this on our first step. After game 1, you're laughing. Good road game. We lost game 1 on the road of the Stanley Cup Finals.
Laughing?
You're not laughing, but you go like this. I feel fine. You lost game 1 on the road of the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yeah.
You're supposed to lose this game. You played well.
It was one of those situations though where we did our pregame and the pre-series breakdown, and we said if Edmonton holds this Florida team to under 20 shots in game 1, and Florida loses,
Yeah.
you're like fucking A. Are they going to do what
Sound
they did
the
to
alarm,
Vancouver
dude.
and
Yep.
Dallas? And they held them to lower than 20 shots, but they scored 3
Yeah.
goals. So I was of the mind in that space that says, good job, Edmonton. You did what you've been doing that has led to wins, but you still lost.
Yep.
So yeah, you don't feel bad, but you're also like, fuck, that
Yeah.
stinks. This game is bordering on, I have food poisoning. I feel real bad.
Yep.
Because you lost that game 1 when it felt like your kind of game plan and flow went in the direction of the wins that you got against Dallas and Vancouver, but you still lost. This one, you got chip pumped.
Yep.
This was a top to bottom Florida beat you.
Yep.
Like you got one goal that was it was a good goal.
No, it wasn't.
But
It was a bad goal.
it was not the best goal.
It hit Bob in the belly button.
Yeah, not the best goal. And then, aside from the Bouchard turnover, like Florida's goals were real clean,
Yeah.
real crisp. Like they outshot you. They really physically beat you up. And what I'll tell you is this too. A lot of temper tantrums out there.
Dude, a lot of temper tantrums.
End of that game, and I include Draisaitl's penalty, felt to me like a lot of frustrated Oilers players. And it's only game 2. It's okay. Like we always say, right now, it's always darkest before the dawn situation.
Yeah.
You're looking at the situation, you're down 2-0 to the higher seeded, better team with home ice, and 91% of the time in the NHL, the team that goes up 2-0 wins the Stanley Cup. So you don't feel great. But we're headed to Alberta. We're going to be there.
That's what they needed.
Bang, bang. All of a sudden it's 2-2. So you're okay.
Yep.
But that game, right now, you have to be feeling a little bit like, fucking.
You feel, dude,
That is
infinitely
not,
worse.
That is not.
Obviously, you feel way worse because it's 2-0, but even ignoring that, like that was not good.
That was not what you want.
Yep. Go protect the rig, dude.
Yeah.
Go back to the rig. Get me in the boss pit. Get you in the boss pit.
You need a blood bag.
You need a blood bag.
Hey, we'll be your blood
We'll
bag.
be your blood bags.
I'll be
and I'll
Leon,
bring the
you'll be
fucking
Connor.
I'll bring the fucking spray paint.
Yeah.
And just show me those teeth.
Yeah.
And I'll get you shiny and chrome.
Yeah. No better time to head home
Yeah, my
than
God.
right now.
Need it. Need a little home cooking.
Yeah, you need to get home to Alberta, get those fans pumping you up, get the silver spray paint,
Yep.
feel shiny and chrome, and be prepared to be awaited.
I can't wait. Get me to Edmonton.
Like, it is truly like that. This is right now. It's great that they're. Can you imagine?
I'm ready for an Oilers win, dude. I'm on the Panthers in this series, as you all know, but I am fucking ready. I am strapped and ready for an Oilers win, and I want it. I officially want it.
It feels like if we're gonna get one, this.
I need it now.
This
Yeah,
is a good
yeah.
time to get the first.
You
one.
can't go down 3-0. I need it now. I need it now.
This feels like a good time to get the first.
I need it now.
We're headed to Edmonton. Can't fucking wait.
Cannot wait.
All you Edmonton fans, hit us up in the DMs like you've been doing. Let's get some plans cooking. Let's get going. Excited to see all the boys. Excited to see everybody. But how you feeling?
Telling you, the Oilers are going to win Game 3.
Okay.
We've got a series on our hands.
Okay.
I can't wait to see Alberta.
Yeah, me
This is
too.
going to be sick.
Yeah. This is going to be great stuff. So, here we are, Florida Panthers. You're up 2-0 in the series. Pray to God that Sasha Barkov is okay.
Dude, we do need to say something about that real quick. That he didn't come back. That sucks big time.
We're assuming and hoping it was just he got popped in the chin, went back to do a concussion protocol check. They're up 3-1. They were probably like, we've won this game. You're fine, dude. You don't need to go back out there.
Yep.
That's what we're hoping.
Yep. And if he is conked, pretty lucky break, honestly, that these games are so spread out.
Yeah, that's
like he's going to get 3 days before this one. Quick turnaround for
also-
Game 4, 3 days before Game 6.
You never want to conk.
Oh, God, no. It's a disaster, dude. And that, I mean, talk about one guy that could so drastically swing. I mean, it's I would say it's McDavid and him is two in terms of affecting the series.
Definitely.
So really hope he's okay just as a hockey fan,
Yeah.
but major keep an eye on that
Yeah.
in this series.
I mean, that could be,
Yep.
that could literally be everything.
Yep.
So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll get the Edmonton Rex flowing. We're going to get the vibes going so the Oilers fans can feel like they're buzzing. When we get to Alberta, we get Game 3 on the horizon here. We're going to be ripping in hot. So be prepared. Be prepared for an empty netters tsunami coming for you in Edmonton. And until then,
Do as the Canadians do. Skate hard.